Hello and welcome. This is Zoli from Clockwork Time. The site address is clockworktime.eu. Please follow us on Instagram or send us a mail. Today we are going to do a review of a fine little watch, Glashutte Spezimatic. This is an automatic date watch. As you can see, it's 26 rubies. Something about the dimensions. It's 35 millimeters across, excluding the crown, and 36 millimeters including the crown. As you can see, the crown is a little bit hidden. It's a thin layout crown, but it's working just fine. There's no problem to handle or to grab the crown. The lug to lug distance is 41 millimeters. The lug width for the strap is 18 millimeters, and the thickness of the watch is only 11 millimeters. When we are considering that this is a German, or should I say an old German automatic watch. Possibly the movement is the caliber 70.4. The watch was produced sometimes in the 60s, I believe, from the date, and we can find out there's a number in the back, and we can put it in date locator for the specific like Glashutte type of watch, and it will give you the approximately date when it was produced. So in this case it's around the 60s. The watch is itself heavily gold plated. In Glashutte usually the gold is 14 carats, but in this case it's just written that it's waterproof, dustproof, gold plaque, which is basically the gold outer layer. Usually if it's not written, then it's 14 karat real gold, and basically that it's made in GDR, which is German Democratic Republic, a non-existing country at the moment. The watch itself is working just fine. You can see the hand movement is working perfect. I'm going to try and set the date. It's working also fine. The watch being serviced recently, and also the manual wind and the automatic wind movement is the movement which is basically automatic and manual wind as well. You can see the date swapped just nice. Everything's working as it should. And the second hand does have like a little loom in the end, near the tip of the hand, and it's working a little bit, taking into consideration it's almost 60 years old, but it's actually pretty nice. The watch itself comes with a new golden strap, because the original one was a leather strap, and obviously that was one like damaged over the years, so a nice replacement came in in this case. So you can see the watch is really in good shape and condition. The overall feel of the watch actually is pretty nice. A 35 millimeter watch is sitting on a hand, I would say not rather small, but it's sitting really comfy. Actually, I was wearing this watch for a couple of days, and there's almost no issues with it. Like, it's super precise, it's comfortable. Often I'm finding myself looking for the watch if it's still there, actually, because it's so comfortable, and you will not feel anything. Like, there's almost no heaviness to this watch. Actually, the only down side of the watch, I would say, is because in the 60s and the last century the watchmakers were not using the sapphire or even the acrylic, sorry, not acrylic, but the crystal glasses. So in this case, it's a plexiglass. But on one hand, it might be a downside, but the other hand is if it's scratched, it's easily polishable. So at the moment, the glass is polished. There are no scratches whatsoever. The movement is working just fine. Everything is working just fine, and it's like a nice little Glashutte Spezimatic 26 ruby watch from the last century. This is, I would say, if you are a collector for East German watches, this is a must. This is, I would say, something which is really eye-catchy, something which is must for any collector if you love old quality made watches. So this was the review for the Glashutte Spezimatic 26 rubies automatic watch from the German Democratic Republic, which is again a non-existing country at the moment. It was in the past. So this was the review for this kind of watch. It was me, Zoli, from Clockwork Time. Please check out the website, subscribe to the Instagram, or send us a mail. Thank you and have a nice day. Cheers.